Sai Ram. Truth is stranger than fiction. However fantastic or creative one's ingenious imagination can be, nature or the universe or God can come up with stories that are much more stunning and at times even bizarre. I am so thrilled and excited today because I am going to share one such story that spans across nearly 150 years, and it involves people from different spaces, different places and different times. It involves a Spanish composer in Cuba. It involves a doctor, an endocrinologist in the United States of America. It involves a military man in India, and it involves a European lady. Wow! What can be common among all of these? That is the stunning story that we have here. There are two things that are common across these four people and across these 150 years. One is a song called La Paloma. Have you heard of La Paloma? You definitely would have, because La Paloma is one of the most popular songs to have ever been created by man. It is definitely confirmed to be the most popular Spanish song ever. Haven't heard of it? No problem, because when I think of it, Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, the supreme avatar who descended on earth, he is not yet known by many people. So no big deal if you have not heard about the La Paloma. In fact, I had also not heard about La Paloma till this stunning hair-raising episode came to my notice. After that, I have done some research, and I know that this La Paloma has been rendered by people from across the globe, from across continents, Europe, Asia, North America, South America, Africa, everywhere people have sung versions. There are more than 1,000 versions of it available online. Yeah, go and search for it. That apart, La Paloma has been used in more than 25 movies. It has been used in animation. It has been used in so many audio-visual media. It has created a Guinness Book of World Records for the largest ever orchestra performed, an orchestra that involved more than 86,000 members. So yes, La Paloma is very famous, very popular, and it has touched the hearts of not millions but billions of people around the world. So yes, La Paloma is that one thing that is common across all these diverse personalities and the time range that I suggested. The other commonality, of course, because it is on this channel, is Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, our dearest Swami. Let me start in the order that I mentioned. The first is the Spanish composer who composed this song La Paloma after returning from Cuba. He was Sebastien Iradier. Now, Mr. Sebastian Iradier traveled a lot by sea because he was born in the 19th century. He passed away in 1865. So, long distances were covered by ships only in those times. And he composed this song based on the life of a sailor or a person at sea. This La Paloma means the dove. Why is it called the dove? It has a beautiful history. In 492 BC, when the Persians were intent on capturing Greece, they had sent their armada, their fleet, their ships across to sail to capture Greece. But then misfortune struck and one of the ships was sinking. And as it was sinking, the Greeks observed for the first time in their lives white doves flying from this sinking ship. These white doves were actually passenger or homing doves, homing pigeons that the Persians had brought in order to send back messages home during the war with Greece. But a white dove had never been spotted in Europe till then, and they saw this dove. And they saw that this dove implies an accident in the sea. And this is what inspired Mr. Sebastian Iradier to come up with La Paloma, the dove, where he says to his beloved and his dears everywhere that if you happen to see a dove at your home, kindly treat that dove with love. Dove with love. Why? Because for all you know, it is representative of my spirit, it is representative of my heart, it is me. It is me at sea, and I am possibly not going to live to come and tell you the tale. My dove is coming in my place. So that was the inspiration for this song, but Mr. Sebastian Iradier, who composed this, did not live to see the glory that this song would achieve. He died in relative obscurity in 1865. Now that is the first person of our story. The second person in this amazing and bizarre story where truth is stranger than fiction is the doctor, the endocrinologist from the United States of America, Dr. Narinatradi. At the time of recording of this video in 2025, he is the chairman of the Sri Sathya Sai International Organization, a responsibility that has been given to him by Swami personally. In fact, Swami has also given him the Hiranyagarbha Linga, the Linga that emerged from Swami during Shivratri, the Linga which Swami said will confer moksha to anybody who has seen it emerge, and the Linga which is miraculous in its healing powers and properties. I had done an entire video on that. That is there at this link above. So Dr. Narinatradi in the 1980s had this beautiful divine romance with Swami, as he calls it. He was a devotee coming to his Lord, and he would enjoy darshan, that is seeing Swami, sparshan, touching Swami, sambhashan, conversation with Swami. During one of those many interviews that he got, Swami was talking to him, his wife, his parents, and his daughters as well. He guided his daughters as to how they should behave, how they should conduct themselves, and amazingly, to these teenage girls, Swami promised that he would perform their wedding. Not only that, Swami also told them that during your wedding, we will have an army band playing. Wow, this was too much of details, but Dr. Reddy and the whole family, they were just happy that Swami was blessing them so profusely, and the two daughters naturally were thrilled that Swami was taking charge of their entire lives. And now we come to the third person, the military man from India, that is Colonel Arun Malhotra. He has had a distinguished service in the Indian Army, in the Indian military. He has served for nearly 4 decades. He has been a paratrooper, a Black Cat commando, and more importantly, he has been a devotee of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. And I heard this whole story from his narration, which is there as a Samarpan talk on YouTube. The entire talk is more than an hour long, and it's beautiful, and you can watch it at this link above. Now, Colonel Arun Malhotra was, as I said, a frequent visitor to Swami at Vrindavan. He has delivered multiple talks to students, and he has also been instrumental in conducting March Pass and several other items that are presented before Swami on the 11th of January during the annual sports and cultural meet of the Sri Sathya Sai educational institutions. Colonel Malhotra gets a call from a senior member from the Vrindavan Whitefield Ashram, Bangalore Ashram of Swami, asking him whether the military band would be ready to perform at Vrindavan. When he makes enquiries, he gets to know that the military brass band will not perform for some religious leader or a guru or a god man, as they tell, as the ignorant people call Swami. So he conveys this to the ashram authorities, and they say, no, this is not for Swami. This is for a wedding that will be attended by so many VIPs and who's who of India. Now when he hears this, he says such a public event will give a lot of exposure to this military band, and I shall put in a request. And this time when he puts in a request that it is to perform for a wedding, the permission is granted. And no points to you, dear viewer, for guessing which wedding this is. Yes, this is the wedding of Dr. Reddy's daughter, Miss Kiran with Mr. Vijay. This is the wedding that was slated to happen on the 8th of June 1995, and for that, Colonel Malhotra has been asked to bring the band, and that is what he does. On the 8th of June, the military band is present at Whitefield, Vrindavan Ashram for darshan. The band is already positioned itself near the Kalyana Mandapam, or the big hall where the marriage is taking place. And after the darshan session, Swami goes to the wedding hall, and the colonel had asked the band master to prepare all the pieces that they are ready to perform. Starting with the welcome, Swagatam, introduction, all the pieces were listed there, and Colonel Malhotra inserted his favorite piece, which is this La Paloma. La Paloma was 15th on the list, and a print had been taken of this list, 20 songs. One print remained with the band for their reference. The other was with Colonel Malhotra for him to show Swami. So as Swami came there, the band played the welcome song, and then Swami went into the Kalyana Mandapam. That is where he personally performed this entire wedding. It was done so magnificently. All the arrangements Swami had taken care of, including the guest list, the menu, what are the gifts to be given, everything. In fact, Dr. Reddy says, I went like the chief guest over there. That is how Swami treated. He shares this with tears in his eyes and gratitude in his heart. So Swami did all of that, and then Swami came out, and at this time Colonel Malhotra goes to Swami and offers him the list of songs that are ready to be played. Swami is scanning the list, and he lands straight with laser sharp focus on the 15th item in the list, the song La Paloma. You see the connection, how it's building. I'm getting excited even as I tell this. So Swami asks the band to perform La Paloma, and the band begins to perform this amazing music piece. And as the band performs, Swami is standing there with his eyes closed, gently swaying to this tune. But then, now and then, Swami is opening his eyes, turning towards the 500 or 600 ladies that have gathered right outside the Sai Ramesh hall there. You know, they are also, it's the ladies side of the hall where the Kalyan Mandapam is present. So they are all standing there and enjoying this blissful darshan. Swami is looking there and raising his hand in Abhayasta and blessing some lady. Yes, this is the fourth person whom I mentioned about, that European lady, the lady from Spain. Yes, so Swami is blessing her. At that point in time, nobody, neither the colonel nor the ladies side volunteers nor anybody else in the ashram knows about this lady. It's like Swami is blessing a random person. And that lady is getting so excited and so thrilled, and she's getting up and trying to come rushing to the front, but the volunteers restrain her and make her sit in the second line or the first line there and tell her, no, you can't go any further. Swami enjoys this whole piece, and again, another couple of times turns towards this particular lady, smiles at her, raises his hand in Abhayasta, blesses her, and she's thrilled beyond doubt. Which devotee will not be to be blessed by Swami like that? At the end of that, Swami blesses Colonel Malhotra with the opportunity to perform Aarti to him. And then, of course, he blesses Dr. Reddy and his family. He blesses the bride and groom, Miss Kiran and Mr. Vijay. Blessing everyone, Swami retires. Once all of this has happened, that lady gets up and comes to Colonel Malhotra and all the other administrators in Vrindavan. She is having tears streaming from her eyes. She is having her hands folded in gratitude and joy. And she says, today is the most blissful day of my life, the most blissful day for our entire family. And as these people who are curious look at her for more details, she reveals that she is the granddaughter of Mr. Sebastien Iradier, the composer of La Paloma. And she says, my father died in obscurity. He never knew the glory and grandeur of this song that he composed. But that tradition, that song that he has created was carried on by my father. My father used to perform it and sing it everywhere. And then after my father, my brother now continues to sing this song and play this composition everywhere, and this is his most prized possession. And today, having come to know of Swami when I have come for darshan, of all the days, today when I am present here, Swami shows that he has accepted La Paloma. I am so grateful. This is the greatest fructification for my family. My grandfather's soul will now rest in peace, and I am sure that he is in bliss because his offering that he had composed in 1860 has been accepted by the Lord. And Swami knew that it is so special for me. That is why he turned towards me thrice and blessed me. Now, dear brothers and sisters, tell me, isn't truth stranger than fiction? The way Swami synchronizes and makes, he blesses 2-3 birds with the same stone. I won't say strikes 2-3 birds, he blesses 2-3 birds with the same stone. In fact, that reminds me of another personal experience so beautiful that had happened, which is present at this link above in case you wish to have a look at it. How blessed are we? You know, every word of Swami is significant. Every action of Swami has multiple meanings. It might just be the case that sometimes we don't understand it, okay? And we think that Swami is acting casually or normally. But every action is significant, every word is significant, every smile has a meaning. And we are blessed to have known Swami and to come to know of a few of these episodes that thrill our hearts with the grandeur and beauty of the blessing that has been conferred on us. We are not leading ordinary lives, dear brothers and sisters. This is the most blessed life, to know Swami. May we delve on that point very seriously every day, and then we will see joy erupting in our hearts. Dear Swami, we are forever grateful to you for this great blessing that has been conferred on us. May the love that we have for you in our hearts keep growing stronger every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.